Hello there everyone, I am Pepino back and ready to actually start with this fortress. So, as you can see, I have laid out the outline for our fortress off camera, and basically what I've done is separated it into sections, and we can unpause and let our guys go to work here. And these sections are going to be what our dwarves will mine out, obviously, and then I will connect the different rooms as I want to build them. So we see our miners here who are getting to work. I told them to remove some of these ramps, and I like to do that around the entrance to our fortress so that we can build out. I like building buildings above ground. We see our wood cutting dwarves. We have two of them going and chopping down some trees. Now I've had a thing happen in a couple of my fortresses where right off the bat my woodcutter has a tree fall on him and kills him, which is really unfortunate for the fortress. So I started off with two of them this time, just to be on the safe side. Those two dwarves also happen to be in my military. They are the only two military dwarves. If we take a look, their names are Aiden and Esab. We also have Erdim, Nil, Edim, and Lolor. So that is our crew of 7 who have set out with some animals. We have 2 yak cows that they have given us, so if we get a bull, we will be able to breed them, which will be nice. I like breeding yaks, they are always fun. Okay, so you see our mining dwarves here have started digging out this hallway. What I'm going to want to do is actually build some temporary workshops outside. So we'll place a carpenter's workshop right here, and a mason's right here. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. And we can resume. There we are. Okay, so our dwarves are continuing to make this tunnel over to this room, which will be our first actual workshop. But in the meantime, I figure, why not pump out a bunch of beds with this newly acquired lumber that we have piled up here, because I don't like having all these idling dwarves. So there we go, and we'll make some tables and chairs with our mason's shop. Also, we should probably throw in 2 doors for now. We'll need more later. And up here, next to where our dwarves are currently mining, we have what is going to be our kitchen. Here, I'll zoom in, this will be easier to see what I'm talking about. This is going to be our kitchen area, and you can see there's a little other room that's going to be off to the side, which is going to be food storage and kitchens, things like that. Here we're going to put our workshops, our masons, crafts workshops, things like that. Down here is going to be our barracks. And it's right next to the entrance, so that any would-be invaders are going to have to go right past our military before they go to anything else. And a snowstorm has come. Fair enough. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Our brook is flowing there, so that's good. And let's see, we have dwarves working on both of those workshops. Let's see, how close are we? Oh, we are starting to dig out our workshop room, so we will give them a chance to do that, and pretty soon, once they clear a 3x3 area, we can start building some of our permanent workshops. Throw a craft workshop here. There we go. And continuing with the tour, we are going to have our bedroom section over here. And you see I have it broken down into sections because I don't want to have to spend time digging them all out at once. Then over here, this is going to be our treasure room. We are going to put all of our valuables in there, far away from any would-be thieves. They're going to have to go all the way through our fortress to get to it. And obviously we will have a staircase going down to a tomb, and then up here to what is going to be a farming area, because this is the only place that I found any soil. So that's that, and the weather has cleared. Okay, let's build some more workshops here, and get a mason in there. Actually, let's make sure that this lines up correctly. 3, 3, let's put a mason there, and 3, 3, there we go. Close enough. We just want to leave room to make sure that it's all going to be neatly aligned once they finish clearing this out. So that should get rid of some of our idle dwarves as they rush off to build things. Do we want to dig out our grand hall? Probably not yet. That's going to take quite a while. Let's dig out the bedrooms next. Actually, let's not do that though until they finish their prior task, because knowing these dwarves, they will leave this room half finished to go dig out all these bedrooms, and I'd prefer they just do this for now. So yeah, things are not going too bad so far, I have to say. We have 4 idle dwarves, which we need to fix. There we go. We'll give them something to do here. Alright, so we're gonna have thrones, tables, doors, and coffins. Do we need anything else? How about some armor stands and some weapon racks? There we go. From the carpenter, more beds. And from the craft guy, let's get some pots, I think. I think we want pots. And nest boxes. Okay, cool. So that should keep most of our guys busy. Obviously one guy still does not have a job, but hopefully we can find something for him pretty soon. We're going to want to get a mechanics workshop right there. Maybe that'll do it. There we go. No more idlers. And the mining is almost complete here. So we can do that, and they will begin getting our first set of bedrooms ready. And hopefully our guys will have furniture for them. I have an idea though. What I'm going to do is cut down the size of this grand hall here for now, and mine out this portion of it so we can get a small meeting hall and food storage, and then later on I will make it full-sized when we have the time for it. Okay, so we're going to want to get a smelter and a wood furnace up as well, because that's going to be important. Let's put that right here, our wood furnace. Let's put a smelter here, and I like to get 2 wood furnaces. There we go. And then we will have our forge right there. So we got a nice little square for our smelting and metal crafting industry right down there. Cool, cool. Let's zoom in a little farther even. Our miners over here are doing pretty well. They are chipping away, and they should be leveling up, which means they're going to start going faster. We have 1 idle dwarf, but everything seems to be going well. I'm guessing he was our woodcutter, so now he is out of trees to chop down, and he is lost in the world. Let's have him make some mechanisms, and just a whole bunch of them. Alright, good. He is tasked to do that job perfectly. I tried to set it up so there would be as little pausing as possible, because Dwarf Fortress by nature involves a lot of pausing, which is not as exciting to a viewing audience such as yourselves. So I figured, you know, this would be a good way to do it. So I will hopefully be playing for a long while, and then I'll take breaks and do a bunch of stuff off camera and come back when the action is going on. Okay, so now that we got one of these at least up, we will wait for the other one to be built. It's being built. Let's start making some charcoal here, because we are going to need lots of charcoal to smelt down all of this ore that we are finding. Malachite and limonite. I know malachite is copper. Limonite is either copper or iron. We're gonna hope for iron, but I think it might be copper. I'm not sure. Either way, it'll be something that we can at least make some form of weapons out of. I suppose this is only the year 5 in the Dwarven civilization, so it's probably pretty early on, and primitive weapons may not be that terrible. Now, again, the end goal, or the main goal of this fortress, well, I guess there's a couple of them. We want to establish a strong Dwarven presence in the world, and because we only have, what, 2 fortresses, I believe, in the world so far, so we need more, and hopefully this will be a stronghold for years to come, and maybe we'll get lucky and have a king come here. I've had that happen in fortresses, and then we will become the mountain home, where all the other dwarves set out from, which would be pretty cool indeed. And so we are making charcoal. We don't have anyone doing it currently, though, I don't think. We'll set both to make charcoal, and I will go and pause for a moment to... Oh, wait, one of my idlers went away. Is he gonna make the charcoal? No. I'm gonna need to set some guys, I think, to wood burning in order for them to make the charcoal. So I will be right back.